So, you live in Urbandale and you're looking to make life with your dog even better. Well, you're in exactly the right place. We're going to walk through how to find the perfect dog trainer for you and your best friend. And this is all about making things easier and, just more fun for everybody, right here in our own community. Here's what we've got on tap. First, we'll cover what makes training in Urbandale unique. Then, we'll help you figure out exactly what your dog needs. After that, we'll get into choosing the right professional. And finally, we'll wrap up with the specifics on local costs and rules. Let's go. Okay, section 1. So why are we talking about training specifically for life here in Urbandale? What makes it different? Well, because good training isn't just about sit and stay, right? It's about real life. It's about enjoying a peaceful walk around the Urbandale trail system without your arm getting yanked off. Or, having a dog that can just chill by your side when you run into a neighbor. Good training makes all those little everyday moments actually enjoyable. So, keeping those local spots in mind, let's figure out what your dog really needs. Because before you can find the right trainer, you kind of have to know what you're hoping to accomplish. First off, what's the big picture goal here? Are you just looking for a well-behaved family pet? That's a great goal. Or are you maybe dealing with some tougher issues like anxiety or reactivity? Some people are even thinking about things like therapy work or agility. Just getting clear on your main objective is a huge first step. Next up, how do you want this training to happen? Group classes are fantastic for socialization and learning to focus around other dogs, but private, in-home lessons, those are perfect for tackling really specific issues, like barking at the doorbell. And then you've got more intensive options like day training or even board and train programs for bigger challenges. Now let's get down to the nitty-gritty. What are the actual behaviors you're seeing? Are you just starting out with puppy basics, or are you dealing with some common headaches like leash pulling, jumping on guests, or maybe some more complex stuff like reactivity or fearfulness? It's really helpful to be honest about what your biggest challenges are. Okay, you know what you need. Now, how do you find the right person for the job? This next part is all about how to properly vet a professional trainer. Probably the biggest thing to look for is a trainer who uses positive reinforcement. It's a simple idea, really. It just means you reward the behavior you want to see, like giving a treat for a sit, instead of punishing the behavior you don't. This whole approach builds a ton of trust and makes learning fun for your dog, without any fear or pain involved. You're going to see a lot of letters after trainers' names, and honestly, it can look like alphabet soup. You don't have to memorize all of them, but seeing credentials like these shows that a trainer is serious about their education. For instance, a CPDT-KA is a really solid all-around certification, while something like a CBCC-KA tells you they have expertise in more complex behavior cases. Knowing what to look for on a website is one thing, but knowing what to ask them directly is just as crucial. You should think of this like an interview, because you're hiring someone for a really important job. Here are the questions you absolutely want to ask. Kick things off with their methods and credentials. Then ask them how they'll tailor a plan specifically for your dog and your lifestyle. And definitely don't skip the practical stuff. Get clear on the total costs, how you'll track progress, and ask if they offer some kind of free evaluation to make sure it's a good fit for everyone. All right, let's bring it all home to our last section, the practical, on-the-ground details for dog owners right here in Urbandale. So, let's talk about budget. Here's a ballpark idea of what you can expect to pay for different kinds of training in our area. A round of puppy classes, for example, is usually going to be in the $100 to $200 range, while a single private lesson might be about the same. This should give you a good starting point for planning. Being a good canine citizen in Urbandale is pretty straightforward. The main things to remember are always use a leash in public places, make sure your dog's city license and rabies vaccine are current, and just be mindful of excessive barking. Following these simple rules helps keep things peaceful and pleasant for all of us. So once you start training, where can you actually go to practice these new skills? Urbandale has some really great spots. The dog park at Walker Johnston Park is perfect for working on recall in a safe, fenced-in space. The whole trail system is your go-to for mastering loose leash walking when there are joggers and bikers around. And a place like Living History Farms, that gives you a totally unique chance to practice calm behavior in a much busier environment. And at the end of the day, this is what it's all about. Good training isn't about fixing problems. It's really about building a stronger relationship with your dog. It means more freedom, more fun, and just more adventures you can have together. Happy training! We sincerely wish you and your dog so many happy walks on the local trails, lots of relaxed visits with friends and neighbors, and just a really wonderful life together.